Lord wants you to know. Can we say amen?
Amen.
Most folks don't even realize, but when we entered into the year 2020, we had the slightest idea that things were going to go the way that they're going. Can we say amen?
Amen.
And something that's manifested this year. Now, God was prepping us and warning us about this last year, but we missed it. Can we say amen?
Amen.
And so, first of all, I want you to understand that numbers and alphabets have a specific meaning, praise God, in the language of God, especially the Hebrew language. Can we say amen?
Amen.
So while we're in the year 2020 on the Gregorian calendar that we use, on God's calendar is the year 5780. You still there? It is very important that you know and that you understand this. The year 5780, these numbers have specific meaning in Hebrew because it has to do with an alphabet and a number. Okay? We entered into this year 5780, which has to do with the 70s and then the 80s. 70, listen to me, 70 in Hebrew is ayin. Ayin paints the picture of an eye. 70 in Hebrew is ayin. It's an alphabet. And it paints the picture of an eye. An eye to see. An eye to observe. An eye to discern, an eye to understand. The number 80 in Hebrew paints the picture of a mouth. And so when we get to 5780, it's ayin pay. Pay paints the picture of a mouth. Pay has the numerical value of 80, or 2 40s, or 4 20s. Are you still with me? Mm-hmm. On the Gregorian calendar that we use, we're in the year 2020. 20, listen to me, 20 literally means rescue and deliverance. So as we enter into the year 5780, it's all about what you see and being careful what you say. Ayin pay. Ayin paints the picture of an eye. Pay paints the picture of a mouth. Okay? The numerical value of pay is 80. Are you still with me? And so in the year 5780, it's all about seeing, but yet being careful before I open my mouth.
Yes.
Because in the year 5780, there is supernatural power available for a manifestation of what you say. Are you still with me? So if I was the enemy, and I really want you to cause some things to manifest in your life that you don't want, I would start rubbing you the wrong way. Because you know how it is when we start to feel in some kind of way? We start talking some kind of way? And so I must never allow my emotions to overrule my intelligence. Is that making sense to you? So in the year 5780, which is ayin pay, I must be careful what I say, because what I say can stop the decay, or what I say can cause the decay.
Amen.
Now let's say I caught that. Okay? Now this is very important. The word decay, it has to do with rot. It has to do with eating away. In Ephesians 4:29, it puts it like this: let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, only that which is good for edifying, that it may minister grace to the hearer. So in the year ayin pay, I got to be careful what I say, because what I say can cause decay.
Amen.
And now that I know what I say can cause decay, everything that I say is going to edify and build me up and build you up.
Amen.
Are you still with me? Now watch this. What you think is going to affect the way that you feel. If you feel like that long enough, it's going to manifest in your behavior. Are you still with me? Watch this. What you think affects the way that you feel. If you feel like that long enough, it'll manifest in your behavior. Because my thinking and my emotions equal behavior. But the moment that I start to feel some kind of way, I start to talk some kind of way. So it is, well, listen to me, it is designed to make for a physical and a spiritual manifestation. A physical manifestation has to do with what I do. A spiritual manifestation has to do with what I say. Because in the year 5780, supernatural power is released to cause manifestation of what I say, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Are you still with me? Now, watch this. 2020 literally means rescue and deliverance. So the year 2020 is all about getting rescued. It's all about getting delivered. What is it that you need to be rescued from? What is it that you need to be delivered from? Let's deal with this. Because whatever I need to be rescued from, that means that this thing has overpowered me. Wait a minute. Not just overpowered me, but perhaps my children, and my dad, and my mom, and auntie them, and uncle them, and cousin them, and grandpa them, and grandma them. Because wherever there's a need to be rescued, there's a demonic spirit that has been holding generations in captivity. Does this make sense? Huh? Now watch this. So I need to be rescued, but it's not enough to be rescued, because whatever God rescued, He wants to deliver. Now watch this. If the enemy can't stop you from being rescued, he will work overtime to try to stop you from getting delivered.
That's right. Amen.
Okay. See, there's a whole lot of folks that's already been rescued, but they're still dealing with some stuff. And God wants to deliver you. That's why He rescued you.
Amen.
Is this making sense? All right. So now the enemy said, okay, I did everything I can to stop Dorothy from getting rescued. Okay? But she got rescued anyway. So I know what we're going to do. Now that she's rescued, I'm going to do everything I can to stop her from being delivered. Okay? Watch this. Because the person that has been rescued, that do not experience deliverance, it's just a matter of time before they go back into bondage.
Amen.
It is impossible to stay rescued without getting delivered. Is this making sense? So to get rescued, that means that God has stormed the bondage. He done kicked the door in. He done came in and brought me out. Once God bring you out, now it's time for something to be delivered out. Is this making sense? Okay, so God said, now, I need you to let my people know that in this year 2020, there are certain wars, certain battles that they gotta fight. The reason everything is manifesting and going the way that it is because this is a year for rescue and deliverance.
Amen.
Watch this. When God brings you out of something, you must examine your life and identify everything in your life that caused you to be held in captivity to start with. Watch this. So if God delivers me from crack, I got to understand what was my gateway drug.
All right.
Got you into it.
Because crack might have not been the gateway drug. Are y'all still with me? The gateway drug might have been a 40 ounce. So I know I can't handle the crack, but I still toss a 40. So now I am rescued, but I'm not delivered.
Right.
Are you still with me? The Bible says things that are seen are temporal.
Right.
Things that are unseen are eternal. Anytime there is bondage, there's something invisible attached to something that is visible. So if I pick up the 40, I think I'm good to go because I don't pick up the crack pack. But the problem is in the spiritual realm, the 40 ounce is tied to the crack pipe.
Right.
So when I pick up one, I pick up the other.
Yeah, right.
Can I turn the corn over? So for those of you that are living with somebody that God has rescued, you got to be careful what you do and careful what you say.
All right.
Are you still with me?
Well, yes.
Because the enemy will use what you say to push them out of a state of being rescued back into the bondage.
Amen.
What's the use? He don't believe me no way. It does not matter how much I tell him or tell her I ain't gonna do that and I ain't been doing that. And you start talking real crazy because the enemy wants you to promote decay. Is this making sense? So this is a year where it is an amazing spiritual battle. God didn't bring you out of crack. He didn't bring you out of meth. He didn't bring you out of a joint so you can stay in a state of tossing thoughts.
Amen.
Wait a minute. 40 is 220.
Amen. Amen.
Right.
You're right. 2020.
So I got a double rescue and a double deliverance coming. Touch somebody and say, this year I'm coming out. This year I'm going to be set free. I'm not going to hold on to anything that want to keep me in a state with God. Is that making sense? So 2020 is a year. Now y'all better listen carefully. 2020 is a year, Tay. You got to watch what you say. Are y'all still with me? Yes. Watch this. 2020 is a year where it is a cycle of God. Watch this. You remember when Israel was in slavery to Egypt? Remember that? They were there 430 years. The first 30 years they were there, they were free. The enemy will always allow you to enjoy a period of bondage while you're free. Because his desire is to use the 30 years to hold you captive for another 400. Are you still with me? Now, maybe your mind don't work like this. But why in the world would God allow them to stay slaves for 400 years? I'm glad you asked. Listen to me. God has a cycle. The Bible said God sits on the circle of the earth. Wherever there's a circle, that's a cycle. The earth has 4 cycles. We call them seasons. Are you still with me? So I must identify the cycle of God that I'm in and the season that I'm in the cycle. Because the cycle is different from the season. The seasons will come every quarter, but the cycle can last for centuries. So God tells Abram in Genesis chapter 15, he said, now listen, know this of a surety that your people are going to be slaves for 400 years. He said, after that, I'm going to visit them and bring them out. Watch this. So God is telling Abram, he said, no, listen, they're going to be in bondage, but I don't want you to give up because in my cycle, say due season.
Due season.
I am going to birth a deliverer in the earth realm. So Israel's going to stay in bondage until Moses is born. Help me, Holy Ghost. We're in the year 2020. It is a supernatural cycle of God. When this cycle comes around again, none of us is going to be alive. Because it's going to take about 900 years. Are y'all still with me? When God set this up, he set it up to be a year of rescue and deliverance. Wait a minute. This is why statues that have been up for centuries are being pulled down. Uh-oh. It is because in this cycle of God, anything that oppresses, anything that represents bigotry, it's gotta go.
Amen.
This is a supernatural cycle. I know it's been up for hundreds of years, but God said this cycle, it's gotta come down. If you miss your rescue and deliverance during this cycle, you will be stuck until another supernatural cycle come around again. Oh God.
My God. My God.
So I can't play with this thing. This year 2020, I gotta come out. I gotta get delivered. I gotta get set free. I gotta get my finances in order. Is this making sense? Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I shared all of that with you because God said, since you know the cycle that you're in, since you know the season that you're in, I want to give you some blessed assurances. Are you ready for this? Yes, all right. Now watch this. Look at that worksheet, that outline that was just given to you. Watch this. This is what the Lord is saying to us in this 2020 year. He said, I am your help and your shield. Stop right there. God says, I know you've been dealing with some stuff and it seems like you have not been able to get the help that you need. God said in this season, you're not going to have to depend on human help. God said, I am your help. Oh, God. Not only am I your help, says the Lord, I am your shield. Wait a minute. My shield is that thing that is protecting me. God says this year, you are going to be challenged. There's some wars that you got to fight. But I don't want you to be afraid to advance. Because I am your shield. As you put one foot in the front of the other, I'm going to be out in front of you. And I'm going to be protecting you from all of the arrows and the fiery darts and all of the snares and all the traps. Your job is to keep putting one foot in the front of the other. This means that whatever is in front of me, it don't matter that it's stronger than me. My job is to keep moving forward. Because as I move forward, it's got to back up.
Right. Amen.
In other words, your days of retreating is over. Oh God, you missed it. I said your days of retreating is over. Your days of going back to the same God is over. The devil. Look back at your worksheet. Pay special attention to the possessive pronoun, your. In case you didn't know it, your is a possessive pronoun. I am not just help and a shield. I'm yours. Wait a minute. God says, I'm not just your help. I'm not just your shield. God said, I am yours. Oh God. Wait a minute. You missed it. Now listen, when I told you that you had help, you shouted. When I told you you had a shield, you shouted. But when God said, I am yours, you didn't respond. That is because the average person don't know what they got when they get God. See, when God is yours, the Bible said, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. And if God is mine, everything that. So victory is mine. Deliverance is mine. Healing is mine. Prosperity is mine. Look back at your sheet. I'm yours for all time and throughout eternity. God said, when you got me, when I become yours, I am not a one-night stand. God said you don't have to wake up in the morning and wonder where I was last night. God said when I'm yours, you don't have to wake up and wonder what time I'm going to come home. God said I'm yours. See, when you're dealing with folk, you don't know what they're going to do. Because one minute they're in, and the next minute they're out. One minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. One minute they come home, the next minute they stay out all night long. But God said, I am yours forever and for always. Are you still there? Watch this. Let this forever commitment strengthen and encourage you as you walk with me throughout this day. God says you are accustomed to temporary encounters. God said, I am a forever commitment. Wait a minute. Commitment is the glue that holds things together. So the reason God don't divorce us and kick us to the curb when we mess up is because He is a forever commitment. One of the things I love about God is this. People will hate on you based on speculation, but my God is committed to me with evidence. You know what we gonna do, you know who we gonna do, you know who we gonna do it with, you know when we're gonna do it. He said, and I'm still committed. Look back at your worksheet. Watch this. I will never leave you or forsake you. You can depend on me. Watch this. Because I am your help. You don't need to fear your inadequacies. Inadequacies are fearful. Inadequacy has to do with what I don't have and how I keep coming up short. God says, because I'm your help, you don't have to worry about your inadequacies. I know you fall short, and when you fall short at, God stepping in and God steps up. Watch this. When the task ahead of you looks daunting, rejoice that I stand ready to assist you. When you, in other words, when you encounter something that you know you can't handle, God says start shouting. When you get the bad news, start shouting. If they lay you off, start shouting. If they threaten to cut your lights off, start shouting. If they threaten to evict you, start shouting. God, is this making sense? See, watch this. Now watch this. When the task ahead of you looks daunting, rejoice that I stand ready to assist you. Y'all still missed it. God is watching and observing. So He willfully and deliberately allow you to walk into circumstances and situations that you can't handle. It is too much for you. And the reason that God does it, because He knows that there's demons and devils waiting on you to get between a rock and a hard place. And God is standing back and yeah, that's it. Come on, surround them. Hem them in, threaten them. Let them think that they got you. And God said, watch this. Now I am ready to assist you. And it's going to mess them up because they... If everything maintained, they're trying to maintain. They're trying to stop you and block you. It's going to wonder, what was it that'll assist you? Because I knew I had you. How did you get... Somebody tell me that God did it. God did it. Yeah, God did it. He was ready to assist me. Watch this. Openly acknowledge your insufficiency. Uh-oh.
Openly acknowledge.
Lift your hands. Lift your hands and say, Lord, I openly acknowledge I am insufficient. I can't do it without you. I need your help. I acknowledge it today. It's not by power. It's not by might, but it's by your spirit. I admit that I'm insufficient. Clap your hands and give God praise. See, God can't help you when you're acting like you got it all together. you got all the answers. But the moment that you throw your hands up, say, help! I got you, clap your hands. If you need the Lord over your mouth, say, help! 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 Yeah. Touch your hands and this is good stuff. Yeah, I'm going to get through this so I can preach in a minute. But I got to get this off the top because I want you to know what's yours during this war of 2020. Clap your hands, give it praise. Openly acknowledge your insufficiency and trust in my infinite sufficiency. You and I together can accomplish anything. Wait a minute. God said you and I together can accomplish anything as long as it is my will. God said you and I are the majority. We outnumber everything this thing has got you outnumbered. Oh God, that's a good place to clap your hands right there. Watch this. You definitely need me as your shield. God says now, as you advance, you gotta be protected. And you definitely need me as your shield. Watch this. I protect you from many dangers. Physical, wait a minute, emotional, and spiritual. Let's deal with that. Physical dangers, the stuff that can hurt your body, can contaminate your body. Watch this. And emotional. This has to do with your feelings. Oh God. Emotion. You're emotionally wounded. You have emotional scars. So anytime you see anything that appears to look like what happened to you and what hate you, what hurt you, they're not the one that injured you, but they did something that looked like what caused the emotional scar wound. Oh God. See, they can be the real deal, but because you have not healed when it comes to your feelings. Oh God.
My God.
Watch this. When the enemy wants to work your emotions, he will show you something. Yeah, that's a good place to stand right there. He'll show you something that looks like something that threatens you. It looks like it, but how many of you realize things are not always the way that they seem? Are y'all still with me? And so he'll show you something, and once you look at it, you immediately draw the conclusion, and you start to feel some kind of way. Because it looked like something that happened to you before. And when you've been down that road, you can't take no chances, can you? As a matter of fact, you will respond based on how you feel and be wrong than to wait to find out. Come on. Watch this. Why would the enemy show me something that looked like something that traumatized me, that hurt me, that scarred me, and wounded me? Watch this. Because sometimes God will send the real thing. And when the real thing don't look like the real thing, you will kill it because it looked like something that used to hurt you. Right? Are y'all still with me? Yeah. It looks like something that caused you pain. And so, you got your defense up and let me move on. And then, watch this. That's the spiritual. Now, this is very important. Because we're spiritual creatures. We're highly susceptible to spiritual forces, spiritual inclinations. That's why it's easy for the enemy to mess with your mind. Because thoughts are not matter and they're not material. They're spiritual. Are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Watch this. Thank you, Holy Ghost. sometimes you are aware of my protective work on your behalf. But I also shield you from perils you never ever suspect. Now you don't even realize it, but most of us are here today, we have been delivered from stuff that we didn't never know was getting ready to happen. Amen. But God stopped it and God blocked it. If it had not been for the Lord that was on your side, watch this. Find comfort in this assurance of my power, present watching over you. Find assurance of my powerful presence watching over you. Fear no evil, my cherished one, for I am with you. Now clap your hands and give God praise. Now, I had to share that with you to prepare you, because in 2020 you're going to have to fight a lot of wars. Can we say amen? Amen. Now watch this. If you would please, I'm ready to preach now. Are y'all ready? Now listen, I want you to open your Bibles to the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter number 20. Yeah. Musicians, you don't have to turn there, because you don't get to enjoy the service like everybody else. You got to wood. Can we say that? 2 Chronicles, chapter 20. I want to read verse 1, and then I'm going to go to verse 15. Second Chronicles chapter 20. 2 Chronicles chapter 20. Glory to God. Amen. Help me, Holy Spirit. 2 Chronicles chapter number 20. Fix your eyes on verse 1, and then we're going to go to verse 15 through 20. Can we say amen? 2 Chronicles chapter number 20. Give you time to get it. I'm going to have a little break. When you're preaching, you got to be careful who serves you stuff to drink. Sister Boyd, make sure it's always water. Can we say amen? Amen. I don't need my water spiked. We say amen. All right. Now, 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse number 1. Stand to your feet for the reading of this word. Let's see what time it is here. I'm sorry, Brother Robert. Okay. Give me till 12:30, y'all. I'm going to be done. Amen. Give me till, well, I can't go too long because I don't want to maintain and not come back. For those of you that don't know, maintain, that's Sister Boyd's nephew. Amen. And he promised me he would be here, and I'm so glad that he is. Are y'all ready? 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 1. It came to pass after this also that the children of Moab and the children of Ammon, and with them other besides the Amorites, came against Jehoshaphat to battle. Fast forward, if you would please, to verse 15. And he said, hearken you, all Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and thou King Jehoshaphat, thus says the Lord unto you, be not afraid nor dismayed by reason of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but the Lord. Amen. Tomorrow go ye down against them. Behold, they come up by the cliff of Zin, and you will find them at the end of the brook, before the wilderness of Jeruel. You shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourself, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. And Jehoshaphat bowed his head with his face to the ground, and all of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem fell before the Lord, worshiping the Lord. And the Levites of the children of the Kohathites and the children of the Kohathites stood up to praise the Lord God of Israel with a loud voice on high. Last verse. And they rose early in the morning and went forth to the wilderness to Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, Hear me, O Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord your God, so shall you be established. Believe his prophet, so shall ye prosper. This is the word of the Lord. I want you to look at your neighbor and I said, neighbor, 2024 part 4. Is this battle has chosen you. Now clap your hands and give God praise. You may be seated. I said you may be seated. You may be seated. See, you are accustomed to picking your own fights, and you should, but 2020, you're going to have to fight a battle, and this battle has chosen you. No, God. Amen. What do you do when the battle chose you? You gotta get that. The text starts out by saying, and it came to pass after this, after these things, it came to pass. Now, to really understand the text, you have to know what happened in the chapter before. Because in the chapter before, Jehoshaphat got himself in trouble. He got himself in trouble because he joined allegiance with Ahaz, which was the king of Israel, the northern kingdom. And he was a wicked king, and he was God's enemy. And Jehoshaphat allowed himself to be connected with somebody that hated God. Are you still with me? In the heat of the battle, Jehoshaphat almost lost his life in chapter number 19. Are you still with me? God stepped in and miraculously rescued Jehoshaphat out of chapter number 19. You missed it. When you think back on your life, you remember all of the stuff that you encountered in chapter 2019. You know the stuff that you thought you weren't going to make it, and you weren't going to come out of it. Your back was against the wall, and every time you turn around, it was 2 steps forward and 4 or 5 steps backward. You remember what you went through in chapter 2019 when it seemed like it was all over with. You remember how your enemies laughed at you and folks talked about you, and you never knew that God had a purpose and God had a plan. But it came to pass that you went into chapter 2020. I tell you, look at your neighbor side, I made it. It wasn't easy, but I made it. I had some rough times, but I made it. I stumbled and I got back up, but I made it. I got whipped sometimes, but I stayed in the fight. I got knocked down sometimes, but I still got back up. It wasn't easy for me. Pain really looked deep. It really looked dark, but I still made it. Got your hands. Give God praise. It was one blow, one kick, one punch, and I rolled with it. Got your hands. Give God praise. 2020, 2019, it was a rough chapter, and I thank God that I turned the page. Got your hands. It was another page. It was a brand new chapter, and it ain't over till God says it's over. In 2020, I encountered a battle, and the battle that chose you. Clap your hands. But I want to know, are you ready to fight? Clap your hands. Jehoshaphat had just came out of the battle of his life, and it looked so dim and bleak. He didn't think he was going to make it out of the year 2019. And yet, the Bible says, and it came to pass.
Come on.
Oh, God. Touch somebody, tell me to get ready to pass. Yes, it's getting ready to pass. 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 And Israel was in Egypt for a long time, but it came to pass that they came out. I don't know who this is for, because somebody been dealing with some stuff, and you've been dealing with it for a long time. But God told me to tell you, it will surely come to pass. And when it comes to pass, you gotta tell somebody, it sure look dim, it sure look bleak, but God stepped in the nick of time. They called their head, they helped me It shows you. It shows you. It shows you. It shows you. Man, you sure look good. It shows you. Clap your hands and give God praise. See, 2020 is a year where the battles are going to choose you. And what I want to know is this. Can you handle it? Can you take it? Can you maintain it? Clap your hands. Give God praise. And the Bible lets us know that Jehoshaphat, he makes it out of chapter 19. And right now he's chilling because he's thinking about how close he came to death and how God stepped in and miraculously rescued him. But what Jehoshaphat doesn't know is while he's chilling, while he's taking it easy, there's a coalition working behind the scene. Wait a minute. The Bible said, and it came to pass after these things that Moab and Ammon and the Amorites and other nations decided to come to do battle. Now wait a minute. The Lord told me to tell you that 2019 is a year where there are some battles that are going to choose you. Wait a minute. Now, if you have not read the rest of the story, you haven't the slightest idea why God will allow a battle to choose you. First of all, the fact that these other nations have come against them, that means that you're dealing with some folks and some forces that thought it was all over with for you. You just missed what I said. Let me help you. See, there's always those that never thought that you would make it, never thought that you would amount to anything, that you would always get down and stay down, and that you would be down, that you would always be out. And so the forces here in chapter number 20, the Bible doesn't say it, but I truly believe that they was working behind the scene to draw Jehoshaphat into a fight that he had no business getting in. Are y'all still with me? This is very important because in chapter number 19, Jehoshaphat found himself in a fight that wasn't his. It's the type of thing, you know, you're at home, you're chilling, and they got the nerve and the audacity to call you, man, what you doing? I'm coming to get you, you got your gun. No, wait a minute, player, hold up. Yeah, I got my gun, and I'm gonna stay right here at the house with my gun. My gun, my kids, and my girl, we're gonna have fun. I ain't going nowhere with you. This is not my fight. No. The devil is a lie. Now you need to go handle your business and don't bring it to mine. I dare you to talk to him. And give God praise. Choose your battles carefully. Watch who you roll with. Watch who you ride with. Watch who you kick it with. Watch who you talk to. Don't let them text you or tweet you, Facebook you. The devil is a lie. It's not my fight. I can't get involved. I got a family. I got a career. I got a health. I got a ministry. I got money. I gotta protect him. I'm gonna choose my life definitely. Give it pride. I hear you say, I hear you. Yeah. And so Jehoshaphat, he's just chilling now. He think everything is all right.
Yes, sir.
But these cats done came together. And I can see Moab says to Ammon, how in the world did he get out of chapter number 19? We had him. He was surrounded. All you got to do is read chapter number 19. You see that Jehoshaphat almost lost his life. Watch this. And the only reason Jehoshaphat made it to a brand new chapter is called God stepped in and rescued. Let me help some of you, because You ever heard folks that they prayed their way out?
Yes.
You heard folks that they gave their way out? You heard people say they fasted their way out? But God brought me out. I couldn't get out. I couldn't pray enough. I couldn't give enough. I couldn't fast enough. But God stepped in and grabbed me by the hand. And God himself, he set a table in the presence of my enemies. They thought they had it. But God brought me out. In 70, Brother Coke and Brother Harrison said, we got will now. And God brought me out. LSD told wet. He'll always be spoken of. And God brought me out. Johnny Walker told Chevy's Reefer, we got him now. And God brought me out. Hutchinson told me, and God brought me out. Okay, are y'all still with me?
Yes, sir.
This is very important here because God will allow battles to choose you.
Yes, sir.
See, most folks really don't know what they're working with. And when you don't know what you're working with, you don't know what to fight with.
Yes.
Until you get in a battle. Are y'all still with me? Yes. And so now watch this. The Bible tells us here in verse number 1 that they decide that they're going to jump on Jehoshaphat. Now watch this. In verse number 2. Are y'all still with me? This is very important. In verse number 2, now you got to get this. In verse number 2, the Bible said, then there came some who told Jehoshaphat, saying, there come a great multitude against you from beyond the sea on this side, Syria, and behold, they be in Hazazon, Tamar, which is in En-Gedi. Verse number 3. And Jehoshaphat feared. He made it out of one battle, made it out of one chapter, get to another chapter. He turned the page and he found himself being chosen by the battle. Wait a minute. In chapter number 19, Jehoshaphat chose the battle. In chapter number 20, the battle chose Jehoshaphat. I dare you to clap your hands. This is a year, because there is a battle that's going to choose you. And when the battle chooses you, the warrior in you is going to wake up. The warrior in you is going to stand up. The fighter in you going to walk with the punches. The boxer in you going to knock them down. Clap your hands. You didn't start it, but you got to finish it. You didn't jump in it. It jumped on you. Are you ready? Ready to fight? Clap your hands. Give that praise. It's talking about COVID-19, but the same God that blessed me in 2019 to deal with COVID-19 is the same God that has empowered me in 2020. I ain't worried about COVID-19 because my God is a mighty God. He's a powerful God. I ain't afraid of no virus, no bacteria, no 5G, no crazy. The devil lies. This battle that jumped on me, and it's time for me to fight. I didn't start it. I wasn't looking for trouble, but trouble has found me. I said, trouble gonna jump on me. Roll in your seat and tell trouble, come on with it. I ain't begging. I ain't running. God has gripped me and empowered me. This battle has told me, and I choose to fight. In 2020, I'm getting ready to come, but cancer gonna jump on somebody. If I'm talking to you, don't Don't worry about it. You didn't pick the fight. The battle picked you. What God says, if you hold on and hang in it, you got the victory. Clap your hands. Give God praise. Somebody on a ventilator. You didn't choose it, but it chose you. Tell them, and I see you, to tell the ventilator, I coming down. I will breathe again. The ventilator has been helping, but my help comes from the Lord. Clap your hands. I believe I'm breathe. I believe I'm gonna live. I believe I'm gonna win. Give me pride. And so now everybody's terrified because there's a battle called COVID-19. It done chose you.
My God.
Look at your neighbor, I didn't choose it, it chose me. You were minding your own business, and this thing had the nerve and audacity to jump on you. It done shut down your job, shut down your church, it done shut down the mall, shut down everything but your liquor store. Clap your hand. Now you gotta get this, because COVID-19 has jumped on everybody. It does not discriminate race, creed, or color.
Amen.
And while it has shut down churches and jobs and shopping malls, Walmart is open, the liquor store is open, the dope man is still rolling. How in the world?
Yeah, Jesus, help us, Lord.
Well, God told me to tell you, I'm stronger than the liquor store. The liquor store, that's spirit. But God's got the Holy Spirit. Clap your hands. Give God praise. I know folks might have got something, but the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. This battle has chose you. And God said that this battle is not the right one, because you will fight your way out. You get hemmed up, you get caught in. There's a one way to go. I'm coming out swinging, coming out kicking, coming out fighting, coming out punching. But I'm coming out. Clap your hands. This battle is the right man, the right woman, because you are coming out in the crowd.
Glory, glory.
This battle has chose you. Now watch this. The battle chose you. And so the Bible says, now this here is a very lean market. So you got to be very careful. This is not a time to spend your money. And watch this. But God has shown me, watch this. This is not for everybody. This is for the investors. Because during real tough, difficult times, investors are not afraid to invest. There's a difference between spending and investing. Look at the ladies, I don't know about you, but I'm an investor. Clap your hands. If I spend, I am investing. I never spend to spend. The devil is a lie. I am investing. I'm about to make somebody mad. If you're an investor, The devil is a lie. If I got a credit card, I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna purchase it so I can make money. Clap your hands. Now watch this. Now watch this. Jehoshaphat become afraid because in chapter number 19, he chose the battle. But now, here's a battle that has chosen him, and he is outnumbered. But Jehoshaphat didn't know. It's the same thing that you don't know. Can I show you what you don't know? See, now watch this. I want to show you something in the Word of God. This is very important here. Because God allows this battle to choose Jehoshaphat for a reason. Can I show it to you? Now watch this. If you would please, look at verse number 15. Okay. Now, when we get to verse number 15, now let's back up for a moment here. Because I want to show you something. Because Jehoshaphat has called for a fast. He has cried out to the Lord, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon a prophet. Are y'all still with me? Mm-hmm. So, now I told you something last week. And I don't want to see a show of hands, but I told y'all something last week. I told y'all last Sunday, I said Tuesday, I want you to fast from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And Friday, I want you to fast from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Why did I tell you that? Because Jehoshaphat gets the victory because he started by disciplining himself when it comes to his appetite.
Yes, sir.
Now maybe you're in control of your appetite when it comes to food. But are you in control of your appetite when it comes to seeking self?
Well,
Are you in control of your appetite when it comes to cool and Marlboro?
well, help us, Lord.
Are y'all still with me? So Jehoshaphat fasted. And guess what? We're going to continue with these 2 days of fast. This is going to be ongoing. Every Tuesday and every Friday, I want you to fast from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you're going to have anything to eat, do it before 6 a.m. If you're going to have anything to drink, do it before 6 a.m. Now, I am not afraid. It took a lot for me to get this. And I didn't get this by fasting. But I made up in my mind, I am not fasting to lose weight. I am fasting to gain control of my appetite. Wait a minute, make me help you with this. When you study the history of man, what got Adam in trouble was his
Appetite.
Are y'all still with me?
Yes, sir.
Now you just fill in the blank there. But now watch this. So look at verse number 13. Now I'm almost done here. Now watch this. And all of Judah stood before the Lord with their little ones, their wives, and their children. Then upon Jahaziel, the son of Zechariah, the son of Benaniah, the son of Hill, the son of Levite, the son of Asaph, came the Spirit of the Lord. Now watch this. The Spirit of God comes upon a prophet. What is it? He said, I want you to listen, all of Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and thou King Jehoshaphat. Thus says the Lord unto you, be not afraid nor dismayed by reason of this great multitude. Let's stop right there. God says in 2020, you're going to have to deal with a great multitude. Watch this. But the victory is never guaranteed to the quantity, only the quality.
Yeah.
It don't matter how big it is. What matters is the quality of what's coming up against you. Are you still with me? Yeah. 2020 is a year that you cannot allow yourself to be terrified by that thing which is monumental. It's gigantic. It is bigger than you. y'all still with me? Now watch this. Notice the next thing that he says here. Thank you, Holy Ghost. He says, for this battle is not yours, but God. Wait a minute. God allows a battle to choose me, but it's not my battle. Are y'all still with me? Well, if it's not my battle, what am I supposed to do? I'm glad that you asked. Look if you would. Now watch this. Verse 16. He said, I want you to go down against him, okay? He said, and you're going to find him in a particular place. Now watch this. Verse 17. You should not need to fight in this battle. Look, this battle has chosen you, but you don't have to fight in it. But you got to be ready to fight. God is looking for some folk that are ready to fight. Wait. Watch this. Now look. Now this is what you're supposed to do. Number one, set yourself. Set yourself. Let the enemy see you standing your ground. Stop winning out. Stop saying the wrong thing. No, the devil is a lie. You gotta, I know they're greater and mightier and more than you, but set yourself. The battle has chosen you, but you got to set yourself. Watch this. The next thing, are y'all still with me?
Yes.
The next thing he said is stand still. Now let me deal with this for a moment. Because most of us here, we keep jumping around in our mind. 1 minute you believe God, and the next minute you don't. 1 minute you know that you're going to come out okay, the next minute you don't.
Right.
It's in your mind that you up and down, that you in and out. No, the devil is like, you need to stand still. Stop being fidgety. Stop being inconsistent and stand still. Set yourself, which means get in position. And now you gotta stand still. If you set yourself and stand still, you're going to see the salvation of the Lord. Salvation literally means deliverance. Oh God. So, God allows the battle to choose me, to teach me, and to train me how to get in position. Is this making sense to anybody?
Yes.
The problem with most folks, when it comes to time to fight, you're already AWOL. Well, I can't find my M16. You don't know where your bayonet is at. Are y'all still with me? Huh? No, watch this. I'm going to show you a couple more things, and I'm going to get you out of here. No, watch this. Verse 17. You should not need to fight in this battle. I just need you to set yourself. I need you to stand still, and I want you to see the salvation of the Lord. Y'all see that? The next thing that he says is this: the Lord is with you. Lord, look, before any punch is thrown, the text says you got to see the salvation. In other words, in your mind, you got to see that you're already delivered. Oh God. If you can't see that you're delivered already, it's not going to manifest. Wait a minute. The text says, see the salvation of God. Holy Ghost, help me teach this. Look at me, all of you. Look at me. I told you earlier, I said, this is the year 5780, which is Aying Pay. Aying means eye. An eye to see, an eye to observe, an eye to perceive. You got to see that you already got the victory before you throw a blow. Now is that called that? Are y'all still there? Now watch this. Help me, Holy Ghost. I gotta get you out of here. No, watch this. Verse number 20. They get up early. They go out to the wilderness. Are y'all still with me? And notice here what Jehoshaphat said. Believe in the Lord your God, so shall you be established. Wait a minute. What do you mean established? If you believe God, you will be established in His Word. If you believe God, everything that God says that you can have, you will be established in that. You gotta believe God. Are you still there? Antoine? Are y'all still with me? Yes. Huh? No, watch this. Watch this. So shall you be established. Believe His prophets, so shall you prosper. Now watch this. I'm getting ready to close. 2020 is a year that you're going to win your battles without throwing a blow. 2020 is a year you're going to win your battles without throwing a blow. Lift your hands all over the building. Somebody's watching by way of social media, and you've been wondering why things are happening the way that they're happening. Beloved, you didn't choose cancer. The battle of cancer chose you, but they picked the right one. You did not choose poverty. You didn't choose losing your job. It chose you. And God allowed the battle to choose you, to teach you how to set yourself, how to stand still so you can see it delivered. With your hand lifted, say, Lord, I thank you for teaching me how to get set. Lord, I thank you for teaching me how to stand still. Lord, I thank you for establishing me in your word. Lord, I thank you for showing me in this battle I'm going to win without throwing a blow. This is your battle, not mine. I believe as you release your power and your anointing, I'm going to praise you in the beauty of holiness. And you're going to send an ambushment against everything that's trying to ambush me. If it's been unleashed against me, you're going to turn that thing loose against that thing itself. And I got the battle. I got the victory. In Jesus' name. Now clap your hands and give Him praise and praise. Don't you dare stop praising. Don't you dare stop praising. You ain't got to throw a blow, but you're going to win the battle. Don't stop praising. Don't you dare stop praising. As you praise God, chains are going to fall. As you praise God, doors are going to open. As you praise God, healing is going to be released throughout your whole life. This is a year. This is a year. A battle is going to choose you. It's going to jump on you. But guess what? The Lord is going to allow it to make sure you get the victory. Watch this. As they praise God in the beauty of holiness, God sends an ambush, and the enemy kills each other. Watch this. The next thing that happens is this. There's so much loot and so much spoil, so much wealth, so much riches. It takes them 3 days to gather all the wealth. God said, you ain't going to have to throw a punch in this battle. But if you get set, if you stand still, if you see the salvation, if you believe God and get established, obey His prophets and prosper, God said the end result is going to be money in your pocket. Money in your pocket. I want you to get an offering in your hands. I want you to get an offering in your hands. I want you to get ready to give. Because you finna give into your own prosperity. You finna give into your own business, to your own company. You're about to give into your own liberation. Get ready to give. Get ready to give. If you need an envelope, just raise your hands and the ushers will bring your envelope. Can we say amen? Amen. Amen. Just raise your hands. Ushers, get some envelope. For those of you that are watching by way of social media, you can give to True Holiness Family Church Donor Ministry by way of Giveify. All you got to do is go to Giveify and find True Holiness Family Church Donor Ministries, Topeka, Kansas, and you can give. I want you to understand something. One of the biggest tricks that the enemy has going is teaching you how to rob God. Sister Boy, I want you to go downstairs and look at my briefcase. There's a money bag in there. And that money bag is a cashier's check. I want you to go get that cashier's check and bring it up here. Inside my briefcase, some money bag in it. Inside the money bag is a cashier's check. Big boy, you better make sure the back door is locked down there. Get that cashier's check and bring it. Let me tell y'all something. One of the biggest tricks that the enemy got going, he has trained you to rob God. God says, if you give me one dime out of a dollar, he said, I will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing you won't have room to receive. Miss Maintain, I gotta tell you something. I never worried too much about how much I spent on nothing till I got saved. And when I got saved, I can distinctly remember thinking to myself, I wonder what they do with that money in that church. Now, I never said that when I went to the liquor store. I did not say that. I see what? I never went to the dope dealer and worried about what they was going to do with the money. I never went to the casino and worried about what they was going to do with the money. But as strange as it seemed, when I got saved and started giving to the church, I found myself wondering, I wonder what they do with that money. Because I'm going to tell you something, every time I see Pastor William, he got a new suit. Alligator shoes and all that. Hey, Elijah. Oh, God bless you. I love you, man. I was wondering when you were coming. Thank you so much. Oh, get a lot of hand praise. His name is Elijah. And he's named Elijah for a reason. He's anointed. Can we say amen? Now, I gotta share something with you. Now, this is very important. So when I start giving in the church, y'all listen to me? I gave, but I didn't let go. Let me try it again. So I put the money in the offering tray. I took my hand off, but I held on to it. Because I was wondering and watching to see what they did with that money. Okay? You know. Now listen, when you give, it's not yours anymore.
Right?
Sister Boy, now, can you got your glasses on? Okay. Now, I want you to tell the church what this is and how much it is.
It's a cashier's check for $1,000.
Who's it made out to?
True Holiness Church.
Clap your hands, give God praise.
Hallelujah.
Now watch this. I was at the shop a couple of days ago, and I had to make a run. And when I came back, First Lady was in there doing hair, and someone stopped by the shop, and they told First Lady, "Give this to Pastor." She didn't even look at it. And when I came back, she gave it to me. And when I looked at it, I had to call the man and thank him. Watch this. This is not a person that comes to church alone. But he said, Reverend, he says, when I got this money, he said, I began to ask myself what I was going to do. He said, and it came to me to make sure I have a cashier's check made out to True Holiness.
Amen.
Amen.
This past Wednesday night, we was blessing other ministries, and a pastor had drove down from Kansas City. And he said, he gives an envelope to Deacon Boyd. He said, give this to Pastor. And when I saw it, I called him. I said, man, listen, you don't have to do this. I told you. He said, Pastor, let me tell you something. He said, I refuse to allow you to give to my church, and I don't give anything back. And when I opened up the envelope, it was $200 in it.
Amen.
I'm trying to tell you something. If you do what's right, God will bless you when you least expect it.
Amen.
Now, I got to tell you something about myself. I live a life of expectancy, but I expect from God. Are you still with me? And so when I expect from God, watch this. Because the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, ain't no telling how God's going to bless me.
Amen.
I want to say, if I expect from you, I am limited based upon your limited resource.
Amen.
So the Lord told them what to give and told them where to give. I live my life like that. Can I ask y'all something? Now, I need you to be honest with me because ain't nobody here but us saints, okay? Why is it? Well, let me talk about me. Now, when I was in the world, somehow or another, I felt like when I bought the most expensive liquor, it was the best liquor. And I felt like it got me drunker quicker than the cheap stuff. And that don't make no sense. Because the cheap stuff will get you just as drunk, just as quick as the expensive stuff. As a matter of fact, if you buy the cheap stuff, you can buy more of it and get drunk more. I'm telling you that because I'm trying to show you something. I didn't spare no expense before I got saved. It's only when I got saved that I started watching not what I gave in the world, but what I gave to the church. And then the Lord taught me the principle of tithing. Guess what? It works.
Amen.
I'm telling you, it works. And so now when it comes time to give, all of me start shouting and rejoicing because I realize that when I give to God, He has unlimited resources. He's about to release something in my life. I want you to get an offering in your hands. And I want you to stand to your feet because we get ready to bless God. And God's going to bless you back. Can you say amen?
Amen.
Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, I need you to fill me out an envelope. It's 9 of them 20s. I count them. I want you to rub and make sure they ain't stuck together. If they are, add more to them. Can we say amen? I love giving to the work of the ministry. Every copper penny you give here, it goes to